Yep. And we're back. So, last time in the world of Soma, our heroes are taking the fight directly to the dark dragon multiversal deity Tiamat herself. They have launched a strange exodus into her very being, the vast dimensions contained within her, full of corrupt worlds doomed for destruction. They are using a device provided by the mad wizard Varix Illen to seek out their own alternate dimensional selves, using them as sort of coordinates to trace their way closer and closer to the heart of this vast cosmic being in hopes of finally putting an end to her once and for all. Our party has fought their way through a number of their alternate selves now, and we left them in conflict with one of Alex's alternate selves, the Iron Tyrant, a version of Alex who never actually met General Gear, but was instead his talents were discovered by and mentored by General Wilhelm, resulting in a much colder, crueler Alex, who eventually not only turned against Wilhelm, but Morin himself, claiming the throne of Cardia and the entire Hinterlands region. This Alex seemed to be aware of what they are doing and prepared some kind of trap that pulled them into this space. The party managed to fight their way through the Iron Tyrant's knights and reduce the Iron Tyrant himself to 0 hit points, which would normally result in his death. But the Iron Tyrant is a mythic creature, and his properties have activated.
Mhm.
Outside of this chamber, which seems to be the throne room of Cardia, you see just the void out beyond the windows. And as he was on his last legs, this Iron Tyrant has thrown open the windows, summoning in the essence of this vast void and drawing it into himself, growing several times in size and regaining at least some part of his strength, as well as unknown, unusual abilities. So, unless there is a better reason, we're going to go ahead and just start at the top of the initiative, which is going to put us with Jack. Jack, what would you like to do?
Um, I forget. Was his aura doing something to him, or if I step in it, or is that still there?
It seems like there is some kind of dangerous aura around him. I don't know that
S-
any of you have actually suffered from it yet.
Okay, so even though he went down and is back up, that aura is still there.
Yes.
Okay. Um, and Brick is down. Who has Revivify? Tiny does.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry, we left out something super important. Um, at the end of the last session, the Iron Tyrant killed Brick. Sorry. Brick is full dead, actual dead on the ground. Um, Tiny is prepared with a Revivify, but we should go ahead and put a 10-round counter up before Revivify runs out of time.
Hmm.
So, Jack, you are up.
Yeah. So I'm going to uh 5, 10, and I'm gonna grab Brick and try and drag him towards Tiny. So I've used 10 feet of movement, so I can go another 15 because it does half
Yes.
speed.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15. and Brick would come with me. And
The
just
corpse of Brick.
trying to get him out of the aura and closer to Tiny. And so that'd be my movement and my action. Uh, you know what? I want to bonus action dash. So 5, 10, another 15 should get us up there into a lot closer to Tiny.
All right.
And that'll be everything.
All right. Watching you drag this away. Oops. If I can do math. Um, at the end of your turn. Oh, actually. No, he doesn't have any legendary actions yet. You are safe.
Huzzah.
Alex, you're up.
So
Actually rolled for the temp HP at the end of my last turn, but whatever it would be, CJ has now.
Yeah, go on and roll it now so that we'll
You
just
can just
know.
scroll up. It'll be on
Okay.
the roll 20.
I don't think I actually rolled it as a thing
Oh, yep.
because
Can't fix
because my
that.
last thing was killing the dude, and then we just stopped there.
Well, I currently have 15. Oh, I'll take one extra.
Mhm.
Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, thank you.
well then I ran out of potions of healing. I'm blasted them. Well, as my bonus action, I'll pop my small one. One of my last ones. For 6 extra HP. Then I step in to hit him. That doesn't hit.
15 does not do it. Sorry, 14 doesn't do it. 14 also does not do it.
18 doesn't do it either.
It's double check. It does not. Our boy is
Well then I'm
wearing
gonna
some
step.
white.
I'm gonna step back out of Zora.
All right. Brick, you find yourself in a strange space. You are on top of the Pandoran Mountains, one of the high peaks, very similar to where you met the Witch King. Except this place, the Witch King had changed it. You're standing at the top the way you remember it, where you left the Witch of the Pandoran Mountain. You can still see sort of the crude encampment that she had built up over the years, still mostly unchanged. But in the distance, you don't see the hinterlands. You see clouds. And beyond them, you see void. But poking up through the clouds, you see other mountaintops. And these other mountaintops look familiar. and there are dozens, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of them. And you realize that each of these mountaintops is the very peak of another Pandoran mountain range. But there's something down below. How about you give me a perception check? On a 13, it's hard to see at first. These thick mountain clouds are obscuring part of your vision. But then you see a break. And you realize that what you see around you is not actually void. The mountain range below you extends down about as far as you remember. But where the Pandoran mountain range you know is buried in the soil and earth of the hinterlands, this Pandoran mountain range is all stone. It's like looking at the bones of the mountain. And you realize that they keep going down and down and down, farther than you can wrap your mind around. And you realize that at the very bottom, all of these Pandoran mountain ranges meet. This isn't just the peak of one mountain range, but each of these mountain ranges is itself a part of a vast, impossibly huge mountain range that literally seems to cut across dimensional lines. And you can feel it running through each of these mountain ranges and then concentrated far below this vein of sacred stone that the slabs have protected for countless generations. And you can feel that it's also connected, that it runs through all of this, that something is pulsing down there. Something is beating. But of the battle, you are completely unaware. Tiny, you're up.
I'm up here to brick and try and revivify.
All right. How should we do this? I'm going to have each of you give me a wisdom saving throw.
All of us?
You mean everyone?
No,
Wisdom?
just Brick and Tiny.
Oh, Brick and Tiny. Oh, okay.
So, Brick, in this space, this void around you is suddenly filled with a different sort of darkness. Not the darkness of the void, the emptiness of space, but a kind of heavy darkness. A space that feels somehow full of something. Like being deep in a tunnel below the earth. And these strands of darkness wrap around you. But you feel planted here. Like something is holding you. Tiny, your spell has worked. You feel the pulse of life flow into Brick's body. But Brick doesn't seem to be waking up yet.
No.
All right, that was your action. Anything on your bonus action?
You're gonna have to do what he did last time.
Can I bonus action perceive or otherwise check on Brick and see if I can figure out what's going on with him?
Sure.
Like
Give me
medicine
a
check.
religion or medicine check.
Let's see what we got.
So it's a strange thing to say, but in this world, it would be something you would know as a healer. Brick is alive again, but his soul, his spirit, has not yet taken control of his body back.
Mhm.
You don't know what the holdup is, but you do know that he's no longer dead or dying.
So it's like he's in a coma or something.
Anything else?
Bonus action on
Does Brick, even since he's alive, does he still get the temporary hit points?
Sure.
just burning in it. I'll accept it. I'll end my turn.
All right. Trying to find an interesting status condition marker here. As I'm attacked by a dog. There we go. All right. It is the Iron Tyrant's turn. He has swelled up to this incredible size, now towering, truly the size of giants you have encountered. All the rifts and tears in his skin from the wounds that you all have caused has filled in with this starry void. There's a squeaky beast.
Yeah.
It is filled with this void. And it's still streaming in from the open windows. He draws in a huge breath, and you see the flow from the windows increases. And he breathes out. So let's look at the size on that. 60-foot line that is 10 feet wide. Yeah, he's gonna try and put a bad day right between Tiny and
He's going to squeak at them.
he's so strong. Ha!
Evil Alex.
Oh my gosh. He tore a giant hole in it.
In
Was
the
stars.
dog toy, not in
No,
me, right?
giant hole in Tiny.
Yeah. The squeak monster showed up.
Actually, let's find out. Both of you give me a Constitution saving throw.
Me and Tiny or Brick and Tiny?
You and Tiny.
No, the dog.
You say Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
$17.
All right. So Jack,
Another one
you
for
are going to take
concentration then too.
animals climbing me. Oof. This is not going to feel good. Both of you are going to take 43 points of necrotic damage, and you are knocked prone as this wave of multiversal energy blasts across you. I know you're both worrying. What about Brick? As the beam threatens to sweep up Brick, it's almost like for a second it hits something you all can't see and splits around it. And as you squint your eyes, it's almost like there is a spectral mountain peak pressed up through the ground over top of Brick. And it's split around this beam without scarring it at all. That is his action. And he turns and darts towards Asmir. Yeah, which is not great, because that means, Asmir, you are going to start your turn in his Shadow of the World Dragon.
Oh, fun.
So I'm going to need a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Oh my god.
Woof. You take 9 points of necrotic damage, and you are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns to end the effect. Or no, sorry. You can use your action to repeat the saving throw.
Oh, okay. Does that mean I immediately lose concentration?
No, you just have to roll your normal concentration check.
Of course I.
Hey, you kept it. You're concentrating on Sunbeam?
Yeah. I was trying to remember. I was like, what was I concentrating on? But yeah,
I
I'm
had to
pretty
think
sure
about
it was.
it too. I was like, you're not flying. What are you doing?
Yeah. Because that was my first thought was flying. I was like, why would I be flying in here? But yeah.
And then it is your turn. You are frightened, but that does not affect things that don't make attack rolls. So a lot of your spells will actually be okay.
Okay. So I can't directly attack the dude. I can just
You
do
can,
other.
but you'd have disadvantage.
Oh,
You can also, but saving throws, anything that
Right.
requires a saving throw is not.
oh, okay. Yeah. Okie doke. Oh wait, it is my turn, right?
It is.
Okay. Yeah. Could I try closing the window behind me?
You can.
Do I roll for that or just do it?
Nope, it closes.
Oh, okay.
One of the streams is cut off.
Well, and I think moving away from him would get an attack of opportunity, so I'll just hang here, I guess. And see what happens.
Don't want to cast a spell at him or anything?
Oh, I didn't. I thought. Okay, that's right. Yeah. I was thinking of the other kind of scared.
There's certain spells that add extra stuff to it. This isn't one of them.
Okay. Well, since I already have Sunbeam, I'll just try to shoot him with it. Disadvantage?
No, because you don't make an attack roll, right? Doesn't
Oh,
he just make
right.
a saving throw?
Just shoots at him.
All right. What kind of save? Constitution?
Yes. It blinds him.
Oof. He got a 24.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
still half damage?
Yeah, it's half damage.
All right. I'll go ahead and tell you, you instantly realize he is not back to full health. He
Oh,
got some health, but it is not full health.
okay.
Anything else?
Um, was the window closing like a bonus action?
Yeah, I'll call it a bonus action. You'll have a lot of windows to close in a dead person.
Okay.
Deadish.
So now, yeah.
He's getting better.
Now I'm done.
All right. That bumps us. Oh. Yeah. It is Jack's turn.
All right. So because of the pillars, I don't really have a clear shot at him from here, right?
Let's go to the tape. Uh, yeah, not from where you're standing. I think you could attack with like disadvantage if you wanted to,
Yeah.
but that would
No.
screw up your sneak attack.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So
Isn't Asmir within 5 feet give you sneak attack still?
yeah, but if I didn't have to move, I could still attack with advantage. Because I have the steady aim feature.
Yep.
But so what is the big aura is the temp HP. What's the smaller aura?
The Guardians or whatever.
Yeah, Spirit Guardians.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
So
speaking of, we need
nothing that
a
benefits me.
concentration check for the damage that Tiny took.
Yeah, he mentioned rolling it, but I don't know if he ever did.
Oof. So Spirit Guardians is no longer a factor.
Bye, Guardians. Just close all the windows. I'm cold.
We're not paying to air condition the entire multiverse.
So I'll jump over here to this pillar, and on my way over at some point, maybe like right, maybe like right here, I will attempt to psychic dagger.
All right.
27.
27 will definitely hit.
Dealing a total of 30 damage.
Nice. He is hurt a lot. That was a pretty big hit.
And can I do healing potions as a bonus action?
Yes. Only for yourself, though.
Yeah. I need it. So, I don't have supreme anymore. I have one superior left. I'm gonna use it. Getting 26 health back.
All right.
And ending in Tiny's aura, is it still 16?
Mhm.
Is the aura still 16?
Muted.
I believe so.
They muted.
All right.
Yes, it's 16.
All right.
And with that, I'm no longer bloodied. So that's movement, action, bonus action. I'm good.
Let's see.
Let's see.
At the end of his. Yeah, at the end of his turn, um, he is going to go ahead and spend one legendary action to make a ranged attack at Alex. He's going to use his Soul Burst. 26 to hit.
Who's he attacking?
Alex.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's gonna hurt.
He doesn't
So-
have disadvantage with me right there, or
Oh, that's a good point. Well, then sorry, bud. Your punishment for your honesty is that he's going to make a Reaping Blade attack against you instead. It is with disadvantage. Oof. He got a 26 and a 32.
to hit.
You.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, that hits me either way.
Um. Oh no. Oh no. He does 35 points of necrotic damage, and you can't regain hit points until the end of your next turn.
Oh my gosh. I have 1 HP left.
Well, that'll be fun to follow up on. Alex, you're up.
Can you teleport away?
Right.
Well,
Can try. I mean, I do have Misty Step, I guess.
45, and we're gonna hit him with advantage and miss every time.
All right. 29 hits. And 29 hits. Nice.
Hey, that's crit.
Oof.
Oh, I did not roll that right. That's not crit damage. I didn't roll it right because I'm an idiot.
Just
so
roll another 1d10.
plus the 7.
Just the 1d10, but I'm going to look at your sheet. I think you have a Vicious Glaive.
I should.
And so I have to look at what the extra damage is.
And damage.
All right. So how much is on the d10?
They changed it up on me. 1.
Oof. Still pretty good because it's a vicious weapon. So that's 26 points of damage.
Might as well go for the full combo here. 20.
Uh, 20 hits.
Okay. Did not know about that one. 10.
So here's what I'll tell you now. He has 11 hit points.
Hmm.
Or well, I should say, he had 11 hit points when you hit him for 10. He still has 11 hit points.
Oh, weird. Do we need to close more? We tell if when I closed the window, did it do anything to him? Like,
I will.
I'll have to roll
I'll just
perception
say it
on the
again.
next
He has 11 hit points.
before and after he was hit.
I think y'all can extrapolate from there.
Right.
So that was your bonus action. Do you want to move anymore?
Yeah. 5, 50, 55, 60.
With his reach, he will definitely smack you if you move.
He can try.
He will. This is going to hurt a lot if it hits.
Everything hurts in this campaign.
25 to hit.
Uh, could have to roll a 5 or 6. I'll just take. I got 70 HP. I've regained some.
All right. Well, that's good. 38 points of necrotic damage as he slashes you with a reaping blade. The good news is, Asmir can now move away.
Because
Oh no, you
Those are
can't
last-
because you're not. It's not going to be your turn. Well, I got nothing for you, but I have nothing for you except 38 points of necrotic damage, and you can't heal until the end of your next turn.
wait for me.
No, for Alex.
Oh, right.
Right, I'll even get the temp HP.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
what's the temp HP? 16.
Yeah, but I don't think I get it since I can't heal.
Temp HP is different. You get it.
It's a separate mechanic.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
All right. Brick, you are standing atop this strange mountain. These tendrils of darkness are wrapping around you, trying to sort of pull you away from this place. Give me another wisdom save. All right, I'm going to give you a choice. If you stay in this space till you succeed on this save, there will be something good in it for you. But you are right on the line right now. You have just barely failed the save. But if you would like, you can come back with the traditional 1 hit point prone on the ground. And you will not receive whatever the further bonus would be. What would you like to do?
I'll have to risk it.
Gonna roll the dice to go one more turn?
Yeah.
All right. So, Brick, you are lost in this moment, but you can feel something building. Something running through these veins of sacred stone down to the ground below. You start to hear a sound. Something is ringing through the mountains. Tiny, you're up.
Alex and Asmir both can't actually technically heal.
Correct.
Well, in that case, can I mage hand to close a window and then bonus action mage hand to close a different window?
Let's look at Mage Hand.
ask if I can bonus action to do it because my thing that gave me the mage hand was the telekinetic feat thing, which says I can use it as a bonus action.
Hmm.
That's an interesting wording.
It would be out, last for a minute. Is that enough time? Like, is my bonus action enough time to close 2 windows?
So I think the problem you're running into here is interesting. So I think from a strict reading, you can't actually do anything with the mage hand until you have a fresh action.
Oh, really?
Because it's written. The problem is some of the spells are written badly, and they've just never fixed them because it would mean admitting they're written badly. Because what it should say is, like on spiritual weapon, um,
So it's one action to conjure it, and then another action to make it do something.
when what it probably is supposed to have is, um, when you cast the spell, you can X Y Z.
Mm.
But for some reason, Mage Hand doesn't have that language. But
Yeah.
I think that's stupid. So I'm going to give you one in your action, but you can't actually use it as a bonus action. Um, from the way that I am reading this, bonus action is your telekinetic shove. But that means you could do one and potentially shut one yourself as a bonus action. So you still get 2 windows. You just have to move some.
Range to move to 1 max. I have such limited range, is why I was thinking about doing that in the first place.
You have just enough to get to either window.
Just enough to get to either window.
And then you can use
Perfect.
Mage Hand to close the other.
Which one? Let's be... If I go for this one, that gives Asmir some options to try and get at least within my circle if he can't heal himself or get out otherwise. So we'll
Right.
close this one and then Mage Hand, the one just, yeah, just above. Actually, we'll do that. Close the one farthest to the north with the Mage Hand.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. 2 more.
Oh, that makes sense.
Can you telekinetic shove a window shut?
He's using a bonus action to close one. Just trying to find you a Mage Hand. For some reason, searching hand on Roll20 has pulled up a picture of a cat girl in a Japanese schoolgirl uniform. I I quit.
Right. Yeah,
Like, just everything. I'm done. No moss. The end.
it's very relevant.
I don't
Going
even.
for everybody else like really badly. I'm like
Oh,
kind of cutting out and losing you from just what sounds like echo.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times as well.
Hmm. Test, test.
That's a normal thing.
yeah, it seems to happen a lot.
Interesting. It's probably because we have the free Discord server and it's not
Oh,
fancy.
right.
All right. Um, maybe that hand will appear. Maybe it won't. All right. We'll see if that shows up later. All right. At the end of your turn, people moved. His options become less good. Um, uh, Jack, roll a d20 for me.
Hmm.
Oof. I'll still allow it. Uh, he's about to use his breath weapon, and he's going to hit either you or Tiny. Which would you prefer?
How hurt does Tiny look?
Um, pretty hurt.
He looks pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Then, as much as I hate it, I choose me.
It was good knowing you, Jack.
All right. Then in that case, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
14.
This is gonna hurt. Woof. 46 points of necrotic damage, and you are knocked prone.
46 and what?
You are knocked prone.
Okay. I'm not feeling great.
I think a lot of us aren't.
All right.
I'm feeling
and
like I might just stay down and take a nap.
I'm just gonna lay here for a bit.
we're gonna see if he recharges his breath weapon. Oof. He does.
Oh my gosh.
What's the most important thing to him? Well, here's a good question. Who is carrying the device from Varix Illen? The one that has been leading you all through this multiverse.
Was it Brick that had it last? I can't remember now.
Yeah, I thought it was Brick or Alex.
Pretty sure it's Brick.
All right. Well, in that case, he is going to get to here and then teleport. And he is going to try and grab this item off of Brick's unconscious body.
I'm rude.
Making an investigation check. He only got a 13. Brick, give me a sleight of hand. Not that you're actively doing this, but to see how well it is hidden on your body. He easily pulls it right out of Brick's bag.
Mm.
He is now holding the device that has allowed you to move through the multiverse.
Boy.
All right.
So that's where it ends. He's going to
Yeah.
teleport away with a legendary action, and then we're stuck here.
Asmar,
Yeah.
you're up.
All right. Can I close 2 windows on my turn?
Yes, if you use your action and bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Is closing the windows of like perceived to actually do something to him, or do we just got to hit him
No.
for 11 HP?
Well, no, he was saying because
Did
there
you
was
just
11
close two?
windows. I just closed 2, yeah.
All right.
When he said he had 11 hit points, there was 11 windows still open. So I'm guessing it's 1 HP per window, but that could be wrong.
All right, that was action and bonus action. Jack, you're up.
All right. I use half my movement to stand.
Yeah, that prone sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I will use the other half of my movement to run up to him. And while he's still got that device in his hands, I'm going to try to yank it from him before he can hide it or teleport away.
All right. What would be the best roll for this? I think
Sleight
this
of
is just
hand,
straight up sleight of
maybe.
hand.
I got 25.
It is very hard to imagine that he can do anything with this. He basically needs a nat 20. He got a 7. You are able to yoink it out of his hand.
And is that an action or a bonus action?
I think
or
that's an action specifically because one of the rogue subclasses makes stealing things a bonus action.
That's fair. Would it be could it be a bonus action to throw it to someone else?
I'll allow it.
Anybody want this?
Who wants
And um
to Alex, probably.
who looks the least hurt?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. We're all pretty dinged up.
Well, Alex, it's
Like,
coming to you. I'm gonna toss it to Alex.
Does he have to
I'll
do a
take
roll?
it.
Yep. Alex catches it.
My reasoning being, at least he could potentially fly away.
Right. Can you bonus action disengage or anything? Or
Not if I throw it as a bonus action, but even if I disengaged, I've used all my movement.
right. Go, that's right. Yeah, you had to unprone
Jack's
yourself.
gonna die.
Yes, I am, but I saved everyone else in the process, maybe.
Save the multiverse, probably.
So we have to close all the windows
Yep.
or something, or can we just not? Do we just hit him for 11?
Well, no, that was cool. He had 11 HP and you hit him for 10 and he stayed at 11. I don't know. Yeah, if you. That's
Well,
a
he
good
went
point.
down to 1 and then brought back to 11. So if I hit him for like 11 or 12, he might go down.
That could be, maybe.
But he would just revive on his next turn, right?
That's what I was wondering. If the windows are still open, would it revive him again? But yeah.
I don't know. I'll can I investigate this? Can I use Arcana or something to think
Real,
about this?
real quick. Do I have to make any kind of throw or like dice roll to throw it to Alex?
Nah, I think I'll just let you.
Okay, then that will end my turn.
All right. Alex, I'll just go ahead and say you could put this together. So he had normal hit points. You reduced him to 0. He is a mythic creature, which means that when he is reduced to 0 hit points, one of his abilities triggers, and he gets back a certain amount of health. You were beating on him, and when you were reducing those hit points, it's like his hit points would not go below a certain point. And based on experimentation here, it seems like the number it will not go below is the number of open windows.
Gotcha. Okay.
Remember, there are streamers of like black void coming in from each window to his body. And it is Alex's turn.
All right. My turn.
Yep.
I know what I must do. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Action to close that window. 55, 60. Well, bonus action to close that window. Get away from him.
All right. So you closed this one and this one.
Correct.
All right.
It'd be so much
That
easier with
leaves-
Brick if you could just teleport to the windows.
There are
Right.
5 windows left.
You know, our
This
teleporter.
one.
For grins and giggles, have you used your action surge?
Yeah, I used it on
Okay.
his first phase to beat the snot out of him.
All right. Then it is Brick's turn. Brick, wisdom saving throw.
Dun dun dun.
Oh man.
This is dumb.
Well, so Brick, you hear this sound becomes clearer, and it is the sound of slab songs echoing down the mountains. Not just the ones you're familiar with, but an infinite variety of different slab songs. Some of them sound like raucous drinking songs. Some of them sound like war hymns. Some of them have like deep resonant chanting. But somehow it all blurs together. It blends and harmonizes, and you feel the mountain resonating with it. Something is coming. All right. Tiny, you're up. 5 windows left. I'll give you
Ends my
this hand
reach to
since I
get
couldn't
a
get a
window.
better one.
Like, if I'm next to a window, is that enough reach to close one, or do I need to be like right in front of it?
I think you'd have to be right next to it.
Figuring it out if how best to do this. Uh, uh, So I think I'm going to up to this one, close it. That should be all the ones on the left side. And then bonus action, Misty Step to teleport. Try and stay outside this dude's reach and move my final, what do I have left? 15 feet to head up this way.
All right. There are
That is
four
action, bonus action, movement. Yeah.
windows left. It is the Iron Tyrant's turn. Jack, who did you throw it to?
I threw it to Alex.
All right. He is going to come after Alex.
He's gonna kill me, isn't he?
Oh man.
He definitely wants this thing.
Can he go after Alex from where he is without teleporting?
It's an interesting question. Let's
Because
roll.
I'm still up.
He does not recharge his teleport.
No.
He would have to go around me, and I don't know if he can fit
Or he
Unless
just
he
kills
goes-
you.
unless he
Goes
goes
for
the
you.
long way. Man, I'm trying to protect you.
Well, you know. I mean, it would slow him down, I guess. To
He wouldn't be able to hit me. How many more windows do we have left?
said
4?
5, 4, 5.
Well, Tiny moved since I've been gone to get food.
Never mind. Yeah, it is 4.
I'm gonna assume this left side's done, and it's just this
Yeah.
one, this one, this one, and this one.
Yep. Oop. Somebody clicked on it. It magically closed on its own. We don't have to do that one.
Oh, which one was it? This one at the bottom?
The very bottom one. Yeah. Oh,
I clicked. I re-clicked it.
he was pinging it, and then he.
It was my fault. I closed it or reopened it for you.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I fixed my mistake.
It is slightly wild that it is easier for him to kill you than to just push you out of the way. But mechanically, I think that it would just make more sense for him to kill you.
Unfortunately.
I just don't see how he doesn't.
It's
You're no
okay. You
longer
can
prone,
just.
right?
What'd you say?
You're no longer prone, right?
I am no longer prone.
Well, that's good. Yeah, he is just gonna try and smack you and hope that he kills you. Oof. You are very lucky. 3 on the die for the first one. But he has
Huzzah.
3 of these.
Oh, real quick. Did I end my last turn in Tiny's aura?
I don't remember. I mean, you're in his aura now.
Well, wasn't Tiny like right here?
Yeah, I think you're
I
probably.
believe so.
You're just outside of it.
I
'Cause
was
I was
just
at that
outside.
window.
Dang it.
Sorry, Boo.
It's
Okay.
all right. I had to try.
Good news, bad news. He gets a 16 on the first 2 attack rolls. That's your good news.
Okay,
Bad news
16
is he
is
gets
no
a
good.
22 on the last one.
Okay, 22 does hit. Can I use my reaction, since it's an attack action,
Yes.
to half the damage?
Yes. Which is very good because this is the attack that kills you if it reduces you to 0 hit points.
Okay. What's the damage?
34 points of damage reduced to 17.
Wait, what?
Reduced to 17.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said 7D, and that was not making sense to me.
Yes, 70 points of damage.
Reduction, it goes up. Yeah.
Because of my reaction, Still have 7 life, baby.
There you go.
You've got more than he does.
Yeah, we're hanging by threads here.
All right. So you survive the turn. Asmir, you are up.
Okay. 10, 30. And then
If you can't make it to a window, can you try just killing him to see if it wastes a turn of his?
right. I'll say, yeah, I don't think I can make it to that window, but I can't. I didn't lose my concentration, so certainly sunbeam him again.
All right. He will make a con save. He is very good at these. He also has advantage because he has had less than half his health.
But I mean, if he even takes half damage, surely.
That would do something.
He gets a 23. Oof. See, I was kind of hoping for you that he would fail because blinded would be much more
Right.
helpful here.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, at the very least, yeah, it'd be nice if I could blind him, but
Yeah.
oh well.
You see.
Although,
Go ahead.
yeah. I was just saying, if he was blinded and then goes down and revives, like, would the blind be removed? But I don't know.
Um, so you see this radiant beam wash over him, and it like carves a furrow across his chest. But even as you are like burning this hole through him, more and more of this void stuff is filling it up. The more it fills, the less human he looks. So that was your action.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to do on your bonus action?
I guess I can't bonus action Misty Step, right?
You can, but you won't have anything left to open a window with.
I was just thinking getting over there so I'd be farther away from him, but
Yeah, you can do that.
And he can do that because he had already cast Sunbeam.
yeah, Sunbeam, like, yeah, I'm concentrating on it, so it's just I'm using it as an action now or something. Is how it works, I think.
Yeah, because it's already active. All right. You disappear in a burst of smoke and arcane energy and reappear pretty close to a window. Jack, you're up.
And did he take any damage from the Sunbeam,
It did not seem
theoretically?
to. It's like he took the damage, but it still couldn't reduce his hit points below that threshold.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Made it 4 HP.
So hitting him is going to do not a lot.
Mhm.
Um,
All right, Jack, what you doing?
I don't know why my measuring tool is not going away.
It does that to me sometimes. Like I can't remember what, I have to click on the thing again or something.
Okay.
Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, jump over to the window.
So I'm
Close it
going
quick.
to, I'm going to bonus action disengage and run over to this window 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Run to that window and use my action to close it.
All right. So did you
And
get one or
that's
two?
what's that?
Was that one or two?
One or two what?
Windows.
This window here?
Yeah, just one window. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had to bonus action to disengage
Ah.
and then use my action to close the window.
All right.
And that's also my movement, so I'm done.
3 left. Alex, you're up. Your
One,
ginormous
Jackie should have gone
doppelganger
for that
is
window.
running after you.
Just so you know, recommended should have gone for that one because I can in 15 close that window and then with my action, then 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Could have made it to that one. I got my wings activated. Could I
Uh,
close that window with my bonus, or am I just not in the right spot?
Should be here.
use his wingtip to.
Use the glaive.
Oh well. I mean, not that it would matter because we need all the windows closed to do anything, anyways.
I'll take the answer as no. Jackie really punted this one this time.
I think he barely made it to that window, anyways. But
You guys are almost there.
Yeah, getting to that window took all my movement.
Well, you know.
All right. So, very important wisdom save from Brick. This time, you're going to make it with advantage.
He's going to roll double ones.
Please don't fail me. It failed me. I quit.
What?
You've
What
gotten
is
like 12 like
happening?
twice.
I
oh man,
I
was the
haven't
other
gotten above 12 the whole night. I just want you all to know that.
Yeah, no, he keeps rolling like the same thing.
yeah? This is that werewolf fight all over again.
Theoretically, this is like a very low chance of this happening on the dice. If you do the numbers of a
Hey.
d20
Just
plus 2,
real quick, out of curiosity, if you hover over the 12 with your mouse,
Mm-hmm.
it shows you what he rolls. What do the squiggles surrounding the 8 mean?
That's what I was wondering.
That's the roll that's negated.
Mm.
Ah.
That's my guess. That's going to be my guess because an 8 and a 10, and the 10 plus is 12, so that'd be the higher roll.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the tildes
That
are
makes
probably
sense.
show the ignored number.
So does Brick die again?
Well, Brick's still out of it.
He's still, or does it just mean that we all die because he can't make it out of his dream state?
Well, that's really going to depend on how this next couple of turns goes.
Right.
You have 2 windows. Tiny is about to go, and Tiny is very close to one of them, but is notoriously slow. Alex is right next to the other, but will not have his turn again for a minute. And the Iron Tyrant is specifically chasing after Alex.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting.
All right, Tiny, you're up.
Go, Tiny, go.
Tiny, use your mage hand. Close both of them.
I am to this one. Close it. And then a spell that nobody ever thinks of and is super unhelpful except for in this case, thaumaturgy. to close a window
Home a window.
that's within 30 feet. To close the one by Alex.
Thaumaturgy?
One of the things is you can instantly cause an unlocked window to slam shut.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
That is awesome.
Thaumaturgy is not good for much of anything, literally except for this.
Came in clutch, right?
Yeah. So as you close the last window, your spell sort of rings out, and as the last streamer of void fades, something pretty disgusting happens.
Yeah.
All of the parts of the Iron Tyrant that were being filled with this sort of shadowy substance, it vanishes. It like leaks out of him and is gone. What that means is all of these holes that they were plugging open all at once.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a human-shaped balloon deflates. And he just sort of collapses in on himself. And is dead.
Jack slumps to the floor and just starts breathing really hard.
Do you like pull out a little paper bag to...
Right, yeah. Hyperventilates.
It's not like I'm hyperventilating, I don't think. I'm just dying and exhausted.
Yeah. Extremely damaged.
Kind of in shock that I didn't die.
Excuse me. Yeah, you've all mostly survived. Brick is in sort of like a weird... Well, I'll let you all... does anybody want to check on Brick?
Oh, right. Yeah, we should probably check on Brick.
Nope. I want to take his stuff. I'm angry.
Alex. Teabags other Alex.
Well, Brick is still laying there for a bit.
Whoever has the medical abilities.
I'll check on Brick.
All right. So he's breathing fine. He physically seems okay. When you go to examine his eyes are actually like opaque and glowing. He has not yet responded to you.
Not knowing what's going on in there, I'll touch him with guidance and assuming that with his eyes glowing that he's trying to fight something, and hope that guidance will somehow help him.
So, Brick, this slab song is echoing and ringing back and forth, and it is overwhelming. It's like the whole mountain is starting to ring with this song. You can actually feel it echoing through your bones. So you feel this... It's a vibration that's almost painful, sort of running through you. And right as the song sort of reaches its apex, you see another sort of intrusion of this magical shadow, and you are sort of pushed up, and you slip out of this place, and your eyes quit glowing and come open. You are alive. Something that's different, but you don't know what yet. All right. What would you all like to do?
I mean, there's not much to look through here, I'm guessing. Like as far as anything important to find.
Yeah, I vote we just try to find the exit and get out of here.
Yeah, do we just need to teleport out of here? Because that seems like a good idea.
All right. So, just for grins and giggles, give me a perception check.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Story at midnight.
All right. Jack, your very acute eyes are able to catch this. In the distance, well, it's not even the distance. As you are sort of looking out the window, you can see that this sort of slice of world doesn't seem to extend much at all past the room that you're in right now. Maybe more of the castle is intact, but not much. Um, you get the impression that all of these runes and things that are sort of carved down the wall, they are something about like holding this place in existence.
Hmm.
Um, can I roll Arcana or something to try and extrapolate on that?
Yeah, go for it.
Wah, wah.
With a 16, you can piece some of this together, because some of these are things that you already know. Um, the the worlds that are inside Tiamat are not stable. They're worlds that, sort of in the natural flow of the multiverse, would have collapsed in on themselves. And so, what she's doing to keep these worlds alive is sort of force feeding them substance. But even at a glance here, it is not working across the board.
Hmm.
It seems like this is something that, like, this world is coming apart. And you might perhaps wonder, how stable are any of these worlds? How many of them would really survive,
Hmm.
even if she was to consume everything?
So, out of curiosity, if it seems like this is the only place left of this world, is there any, and we're the only people here, is there any way to force it to collapse so that it's no longer siphoning energy?
Yes, and actually, you get the impression like you don't even have to necessarily do anything. Um, once you all use the device to leave, this place will probably just collapse not much after.
Do I get the sense that it's like collapsing right now? Like, do we need to hurry up and get out of here?
Whatever he's done around the edges, um, around the borders of this room are going to hold it together for now. He's. It seems like somehow he's almost imagine like someone damming the ocean.
Hmm.
He has turned it into a power source and contained it briefly. But it's an impossible task. It's held together with duct tape.
Yeah, it'll wear out here. So we could damage some of the runes and then teleport away, and that would speed up the process, maybe. But
But you're talking like by a matter of like an hour.
yeah, like it's not like a huge difference.
I get up and come over and did we loot his body? Does he have anything nice on him?
No one has tried yet.
Oh, Alex was, but he didn't roll yet, I guess, for it.
I wasn't told to roll yet, so I was letting you guys deal with Brick, and then
Yeah, we got distracted. Did he roll investigation or something?
Yeah, go ahead and give it a roll.
give me a second. McAfee really wants me right now.
McAfee wants you to loot something else.
Sorry, my night.
So there's a few things here that are easy to find. So there is his giant greatsword. You're not sure what magical properties it has, but it did belong to Wilhelm before it belonged to him. So this is probably something pretty nice. There is some armor, although it's basically equivalent to what you're already wearing, Alex. Actually, it's slightly worse because he doesn't have the mithril element. It's just plate +1.
Yeah.
Let's see. On a 10. You feel something weird about the sword. There's a weird
honestly,
resonance with the sword.
I'll tote it along, but mostly I kind of want to investigate Gear's staff that I stole from the Raven King.
So I'll even say it reminds you of Gear's staff for some reason. Something about it. There's some strange overlap here.
Well, I've collected something from all the other Alexes that have died or I've killed, so might as well take his sword. Just got Alex, the good Alex, since I got his armor for Varric. I got Raven King Alex. I got Gear's staff, and then from Tyrannical Alex, I'll take Wilhelm's sword that he took from Wilhelm that he wielded as a tyrant. Sounds fitting.
Sounds like a plan.
So as you take the sword, something this resonance becomes clearer, and it doesn't fully make sense. It feels almost exactly the same as when you sort of took a fragment of whatever this power is from the other Alex. But this Alex didn't have that power. And it takes you a second to put it together, and it's sort of a grim realization. The gear of this world didn't survive. In his last sort of epic battle with Wilhelm, he died. And as you think about it, he died to this weapon specifically. There was no heir. There was no one to receive the power that he had. Some portion of that power has resided in this weapon all this time. And you feel it trying to connect with what you've already taken. Do you want to let it?
Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of want to. I'm feeling frisky.
So this power comes swirling up out of the sword, up out of Gear's staff, and out of the sort of feather token that the other Alex had. And then there is a sense of emptying, and you feel that power pulled out of you as well. The sort of phantasmal feathers around your shoulders flicker and just fade, and they're gone. And there is a weird emptiness that you haven't felt in probably 20 years. But this power doesn't go anywhere. It's hanging in the air, these sort of 4 discrete streams of energy. And as you watch, they start to spin in and out of each other. It creates a sort of spiraling nebula shape as these forces continue to brush up against each other. But with each time they touch each other, it's almost like the colors come closer to matching. Each one sort of a different shade of this black and gray. And then finally they blend. There is this smoking sphere of energy. And you feel it sort of rubber band snap back into your body. The rest of you can see this. Where Alex's wings were before, new phantasmal wings come ripping up and out. There are 6 of them, each made of black feathers, but the feathers are... It's almost like you can see through them. And you see that star-flecked void of deep space. This power has come into its fullness in a way that truly would not be possible unless you could pass between worlds. And I will give you stats for that here in a little bit. Is there anything else you want to do?
Mail be better than what I've got?
The armor that he's wearing?
Oh yeah, the looted armor.
Um, no, because it's your mithril armor ignores strength requirement, but this armor wouldn't. So it would actually cut your speed even lower than it is.
So if you want to move really,
really talking back in the original world, there is an extra set of mithril armor like mine. Just not here. Do we get the feeling that we could possibly take a long rest here and not be crushed by the void? You know, kind of sleep it off.
Based on what you have experienced so far, each time the last few times you've passed through the void, it has like returned energy to you.
That's right.
yeah. So yeah,
Boys,
we take
I
long.
say let's risk it. We gotta keep going.
Yep. Get out of here. I don't like the way the outside is looking.
Neither do I.
Weather outside is frightful.
Anybody else opposed to us just bopping out of here?
Not at all, Rocksteady.
Nice.
I take the device that I have, and since Alex has yet to wield it, he kind of looks at it and he goes, "Hey, what do I do?"
Yeah, how do we use this thing?
So
Swap it or
the
twist it or
device
something.
seems aware that you have finished what you came here for. You feel it, not feel it, you just see like indicator lights on it start blinking. All these little bits and bobs that have been attached to this mask that you took from Aldrin. And you see it blinking, it starts to beep, and the edges of this world become unstable as this device pulls you out of this world and back into the void. As all that cosmic void energy is passing through you all, not only do you get a long rest, but you all are also going to level up.
Ooh, big time.
So level 13.
Yes,
I was
indeed.
thinking more like level 20.
Really level up. So somewhere between 13 and 20.
And then I'm going to give you all a choice. Both of these are ready to go, although we won't really probably fully dig into it until next week. Would you all rather go to the Jack and Tiny section of what's coming next, or to the Asmir section of what's coming? You'll go to both eventually. It's just the order you do them in.
But why? So Jack and Tiny get looped into one section, and
they're one universe.
Yeah, because we were only in it. Like we only joined this campaign really late. You guys had years of playing this.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I find it funny. Brick gets 3 times. Alex gets two encounters, and
Hey, don't touch my brick.
Guys, I can finally become invisible on my own.
Nice.
They've changed the character leveling up system here.
Are you doing it on D&D Beyond?
I guess this is the first time I've messed with D&D Beyond. I think every other time I leveled up, it's been on Roll20.
Right.
I think normally I have Colby just level me up, and I just sit back and come back next week.
I was gonna say, it's not so much that you have me do it; it's that we're about to play and you haven't done it, and I just do it.
Oh well.
Yeah, he has you do it.
So before y'all get too deep into that, which one would you prefer to go to next?
I want to go to Asmir just kind of cap it off. That's my vote.
Round out the original crew.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Did Ares and Athena not make the trip?
Oh no. Well,
You never brought them back after
You had
Brick
to
went
blink
down.
out. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. All right. You all are ripped through the void. This is fun. This is going to be fun.
We said we got a long rest.
Yes. I'm going to zoom out so that anyone who watches this is going to get a great view of what y'all are about to see. You all are passing through the void, and it's even more apparent now that this internal multiverse is coming apart. Some of the worlds are holding together, but it's like the deeper you go, the more sort of rotted and broken it is. It's almost like worlds here have broken into chunks. Some of them even seem to have been like crashed into each other. You all fall through this void, and before you've kind of approached mostly like whole worlds. You can see it as it sort of comes up below you. It's not so much a world as like an island floating in space. It looks like craggy sort of cliff tops run through with channels and canyons. But more distressing, flowing off the edge are powerful elemental forces, almost moving like liquids. From one side, burning magma just falls and disappears into the void. Across another side, green misted acid flows like waterfalls off the edges of this island. And from the last side, there is what can only... It sure looks like blood. White mist rolling off of it as it plunges into the void. You all crash into the center of this massive island. The space around you is warped and distorted. You can see that there are sort of 3 different terrains colliding approximately where you all stand. These 3 different energies coming together, creating a strange, small, stable point. More immediately demanding of your attention, though, to the northeast of where you are at, there is a low, smoking volcano. An edifice of earth jutting up into the sky with ominous black smoke rolling out of it. More alarming is the figure who is standing in front of it. Towering 70, 80, 100 feet tall is the largest giant you have ever seen. It seems to be composed of hardened magma. And you can see that it's still volcanic in places, lit from within with orange light. In the southwest corner, you see another titan. This one barely has a coherent shape. It's almost like a cloud of roiling acid billowing off of a massive skeleton. And then you almost miss it, but there's something moving in these white mists. A much smaller figure than the others, and yet for some reason it radiates a sense of violence and dread. Asmir, you recognize this one. You've seen a glimpse of this creature before. This is the thing called Blast Shadow. And that's when you realize all three of these are versions of Asmir, crashed together like a strange and twisted monster island, racked with elemental energies. Now that you know, you can just barely make out the features on these titans, and you can almost see Asmir's face, stretched to monstrous and massive proportions. And Asmir, give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, to get back to my character. Charisma?
Yep. You manage to hold onto your sense of self as you feel a sort of pressure as each of these three beings crashes against your mind, trying to hit this wavelength of your mind. And you catch glimpses, little pieces. Anyone who wants to can give me an Arcana check. And Asmir, Alex, and Britt can do it with advantage. Not all those came through.
Look, guys, the highest roll of the night.
So, Jack and Tiny, you all kind of put this together in a general sense. These are horrifying variations of Asmir. Asmir, you yourself go a step further. This reminds you of something. It feels like Grandfather Winter's realm, when all the different versions, the twisted other selves, were moving through it. And it was changing in these rippling waves as each one of them pushed for control over the space. This is three monstrous Asmirs, each trying to be the last monster standing to own this tiny scrap of cosmic island. And now you all have been dropped right in the center of it.
Fun.
And that's where we're going to leave it for this week. We'll give you all some time to finish leveling up right before we have our Monster Island Throwdown. And just for fun, so you know, have names to call them. The green one is called the Consumption, and the lava one is called the Last Thing.
It's called the last what?
Thing.
Thing. Okay.
Like Swamp Thing.
And you all will get to enjoy their presence more next week. So I'm going to end the stream. Bye, Internet.
Bye.